Good day, everyone. This is Adrian at Turning Wrenches Auto Repair here in Sacramento, California, and I wanted to make a tool review here. I just replaced my strut machine here, this Brannick brand. For the most part, I think this is probably the strut machine I kind of grew up with, working on cars. I think it is a good tool. However, there is some points of concern that I have with this. The first being, obviously, I'm missing hardware here. There's a piece that comes out here and holds on to the strut machine, holds on to the coil. Two concerns that I have here that come immediately to mind is the ability for this to be able to move up and down, or I should say the ability of this being, it has the ability to slide down if you put this up higher. The other concern that I have is this curl here. I wish it would have been level to here, so it would take the whole coil, right, be able to support it and position it properly, so if by chance this arm did slide down or this arm wanting to buck out, it would hold the coil. Chains is something I've used on coils. Not always, I'll admit. When I'm in a rush in a job, I just don't do the coils. I don't secure the coils with the chain. I loop them through and put this eyelid. This chain I've actually used, and these anchoring points, to take engines out. So I have no concern of it being able to take the impact of a coil if it dislodged. Because 2 weeks ago I had this on, and the coil here dislodged and the chain took the whole impact. I've had my hand about, I think maybe last year, crushed because a coil gave out on this, just let loose. Pieces went flying everywhere. I didn't think much of it at the time. I blamed it on operator error because I took the chain off to adjust something and it gave out. When this second time recently, about 2 weeks ago, gave out, I had the chain on there, but I was done with this machine. I committed that I would buy a new one. It's still a good machine. I'll keep it around in the shop as a backup, and if I need it, I just know the pitfalls that it has. But this is the new machine that I purchased, and I have already used it. I know in the past I've made tool reviews, and I make the review before I use it, and I don't think that's prudent of me. I really need to make the review after the fact that I've used this. And I gotta tell you, man, this tool is really nice. The stand, first of all, has, I don't know if the camera will catch it, you see that rubber bushing? And in the back, it has the wheels. So what you'll do is you'll lean it back, right? And you can take this wherever you want. And I gotta tell you, these bushings really keep this stand in its place. Right, I'm pushing it kind of hard right now, shaking the phone. It won't budge. I purchased this machine along with the stand. I got it from O'Reilly's. They gave me a discount on the stand. I actually saw this on a tool website. They wanted about $1,800 for this. I got this for about $1,133. I think it was a good price. It does come boxed up. You got to put it together. No big deal. The other thing that I like about the stand, and I thought that I wouldn't like about it, is that it sits very short. Right, this right now is, I'm about 6'1", and it's this knob here reaches right where my chest is at. When I put it together, I thought I was gonna need a taller stand. Perfect height, perfect. At least for me, and I'm 6'1". What I also like is the handles. They have rubber hand insulators on them, but I really like this pan right here. I put my upper mount plate here, all the nuts that go there. I ended up putting this red mark here just because I wanted it to be more, I could see it, visually see it very easily. I think at least for me, the one that was here was hard to see, but this is obviously to tighten it, right, and to loosen it. And I'm moving this by my hand. I mean, just effortlessly moving this with my hand. This gear reduction in here works really well. Now what I like about this is this. You see this? This cups the coil, and you use this nut to hold it in its place. I did 2 struts about 2 weeks ago on this machine. And the first one I did, as you can see, it's cockeyed, right? It's slanted. And the machine gives you the instructions of how it should look, right? You don't want, this is actually how I did it initially. Just kind of in a rush trying to get the job done, and I paused and just reversed what I did because I gotta be safe with this machine, right? And myself. This is the tool brand, Strut Tamer 2 Extreme. There's a part number. So these arms right here, they slide back and forth, right? Here's the lock mechanism. After you find the proper position where you want it, you place it where you want, and then you put this nut and you sink it in its place right there. And it won't move. What I also like about this is this right here. You see that? This is actually how it looks like when it's not loaded. But as you begin to tighten this arm will move and it'll grip the teeth right here. You see that? Works perfect. It really does. I was a bit concerned with that, but after I put the coil in and I was jarring it while I was installing the new coil, the new strut, excuse me, worked fine. I give this a big thumbs up and a must-have in the shop. And again, what's also really cool about this, it's mobile. I can take it, it's mobile. I can take it to the car and do it there instead of having to walk onto this wall mounted, this one that's mounted on the wall. So I like this tool. Just trying to think if there's anything else I want to bring up, and I think I've pointed to at least the highlights of what I like about this tool. So there you go. We'll see you guys.